Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Welcome back to some more Tracer coverage. One of my favorite characters in the game has been proving quite difficult to get this video for. I wanted to focus a build on Untouchable, one of her most controversial talents. Found at level 13 now, used to be much earlier. She got shuffled around a little bit. Untouchable allows you to go out, and if you kill someone, increase your damage by 5% up to a max of 25%. This has some great synergies with things like leeching rounds, where you're healing for more life. I even thought it had some great synergy with Ricochet, but every time I tried to make this combination of talents work, I ended up kind of just dying a lot. I had to rethink my approach to Untouchable, and in today's video, you're going to see exactly what that is. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you want to check out more of our deep dive series, you can find a playlist down in the video description that goes over all of the characters that we have covered so far, and we're always adding more characters to the playlist. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Blackheart's Bay today. The friendly team Tracer, Anduin, Tyrael, Zul, and Kil'Thas. Zul says he wants to split soak, so we'll let him. Right after this fight, I'm heading down to the bottom lane. At level 1, I am taking Tracer rounds, which is going to make it so if I'm shooting someone, they can never hide. I gain vision of everyone that I shoot, and then I can use that vision to chase them indiscriminately into a tower or something like that, and take them down like we did this Ariel. This will be my third attempt at trying to make That's... Wait, is it called That's the Stuff, or is it Untouchable? This will be my third attempt trying to make Untouchable work. I feel like it would be dishonest if I didn't say that, because I've been so touchable, dude. Oh my god, so fucking touchable. All right, team. Zul wants to dual soak, so we give him middle, and we push bottom as 4. That's how the strategy works. I'm the only one down here right now, and I'm not even the solo laner. So I guess I'm just gonna keep hitting this stuff. Tracer does gain her ultimate very early. She has it unlocked at level 1, and then just has to hit stuff in order to build up that percentage to be able to cast it. If I melee enemies, I build up my ult quite quickly. So it is in my best interest to always be casting W if it is available. But right now we do have Pulse Bomb ready to go. We also have one of the fastest auto attacks in the game, which means we can gather these coins very, very quickly. And in some cases, turn them in before the enemy team even notices that they're gone. Look at that. 5 in the bucket, just like that. We can manually reload by pressing D, and that allows us to just have that full magazine ready to go yet again. Ariel moving in for the enemy team. We see Zagara on the back line. Pulse bombs out. We're going to get in front of her. We're going to body block her a little bit to give us more time to kill her. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take these. I'm going to turn them in. I'm putting these in the bucket right now. They're going in the bucket right now, dude. Level 4 is here, and with it, we are getting leeching rounds. Every time we auto-attack an enemy, we heal already, but this is increasing the healing we receive up to 200%. We've managed to catch up to the enemy team's healer. Can we kill her? Absolutely not. I also probably can't kill that Arthas either. But Anduin, on the other hand, somehow picks up a kill on Valeera in the middle of all of that. Okay. Okay. Arthas isn't too happy with me. We're going to lock on to him and see if we can deal some damage. I was tanking a lot of that minion wave. That's where a lot of that damage came from. That was a fucking generous stun, and now I'm going to be generous to you with my pulse bomb as well, Ariel. That's 4 more coins on the ground. I'll take a few of those if you don't mind. Let's keep up the aggression versus this Mephisto if I can. Looks like he might be just a smidgen too far away. That is until he comes back. Valeera looking for a kill now. We're not going to give it to her. I will help myself to these coins, though. Hi, Valeera. Hi. By the way, I can see you in stealth, and then let's just do our best to get in front of this Arthas and body block him. Pulse bombs out. We got it. Now, this is going pretty well so far, but keep in mind that I actually don't have the Untouchable talent just yet. So all of this is just for fun. We're still not untouchable. This build does utilize the Gears of War lock and load minigame. And the idea here is if we're already stacking up our damage, you should probably just get the most damage per shot that you can get. Now, I'm not good at the Gears of War reload game. However, when we do land it, you're going to see stuff like this, where every single shot that we fire is a critical hit. This also means we're getting more value out of the leeching rounds that we picked up earlier. And it also means that later in the game, if we don't go for ricochet and get heavy-handed and reduce enemy team armor, we can do a lot of burst damage to someone. I'm thinking about trying that in today's match, obviously, along with our Untouchable. The mercenary camp we took over is moving. So Zul's still split soaking top, and we should just be pushing bottom as 4. But, you know, quick match never quite works out that way. We are very ahead on XP right now, and the friendly team does have enough coins to turn in to get the next bombardment going. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine in, and then we can help cover, I guess, Tyrael, who's going to be heading in next. Now, I can play pretty aggressively because we have 3 charges of our blink right now, and, of course, our recall if we need it. At level 10, I am going to grab Quantum Spike. This is the percent damage option of all 3. And generally speaking, the percent damage is going to be your best choice outside of some niche scenarios for the other options. We do see the enemy team's Mephisto. Is that his name? I always get it wrong. I can get him mixed. Yeah, I did it. I always get him mixed up with the other demon from WoW, Mal'Ganis. See him moving through the top lane. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough HP to actually chase after him. So what I'm going to do is gather the coins here. And then I'm going to gather the coins over here. And we will see what we can do about keeping this objective completely out of reach for the enemy team. So far, we do already have a 3-level lead, so saying things are going well is a bit of an understatement. Zul's decided that he doesn't want to split soak 2 lanes for us anymore, and he's gone down to the bottom lane, and I don't blame him. Coins are up again. I would love to kill off the rest of that camp, but you know what I would love even more? Having more coins. So I'm going to move down here to get these. This is going to be 9 for me to turn in. Zul has 6 of his own right now as well. Zagara and Arthas seeing on the map, so it looks like we're going to get another free turn in without the enemy team noticing that we're here. And this is people's #1 complaint with Blackheart's Bay. They feel as though if you get behind, the thing the winning team has to do is just control the middle of the map. And these guys aren't contesting the middle of the map even a little bit. So they're making that job very, 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 very easy for us. All right. I'm going to move up top and just push this lane back now. We did lose a little bit of those walls as a direct result of me leaving to get the objective, but that's okay. Kael'thas has arrived up top. It's very difficult to do the spin of friendship on Tracer. Maybe Tracer isn't very good at making friends. The enemy team is grouping up heavily in the bottom lane right now. We see Mephisto jumping in with Durance of Hate, and it landed on Tyrael. Tyrael's locked down for the time being. Enemy team still continuing to push up, and here we go. Untouchable is online. I am going to focus... Oh, I was going to go in on Zagara, but this is kind of changing my mind. We did hit Pulse Bomb on Valeera there. I'm going to shoot, manually reload, and then get back in on the back line. Valeera is still way too close to me. Pulse Bomb onto the enemy team's Arthas, and we do hit him quite hard. Now, keep in mind, by the way, there's no shame. We all are on different paths in our life. We all learn things at different times, okay? I want to be very clear. There's no shame here. But I recently went on to the Hero subreddit, and I saw someone say that they didn't realize takedowns counted as assists, too. They thought it was just them killing that character. This is a great example to show that I have 2 stacks of Untouchable, yet I've only last hit 1 hero. We got an assist in that team fight, and that was more than enough to stack this up. No shame at all. Jesus Christ, this is a one-sided game. You could almost say that we're untouchable. Now, Untouchable increases the amount of damage we deal with our auto attacks, which, of course, we're already increasing with the Gears of War reload game, if I do that right. And that damage increase is also increasing the healing that we receive because of the leeching rounds that we picked up early in the game. You put all this together, this means if we get ahead and we are able to use our advantage, we can hold on to that advantage even easier. The enemy team is starting to get some kills. Kael'thas does die up in the top lane. Keep in mind, there is a very big underdog XP mechanic in this game. So that single Kael'thas kill was worth like an entire level. I don't know if that's true, but oftentimes that's what it feels like. Just a couple kills will get an enemy team back into the game. We have 5 coins. I don't have enough to turn in. I guess I'm going to stay on the map. If the enemy team is kind of just deathballing, that's going to be the worst possible way for them to get back into this game because we're still splitting and getting XP everywhere. Now, once we hit 16, I am going to take, instead of Ricochet, which I normally do, I'm going to take Heavy-Handed here. Hitting enemy heroes with a melee attack is going to lower their armor and allow me to deal significantly more damage. So we're coming in here on Ariel. We are just going to melee Ariel and then hit her with the pulse bomb if we can. Looks like we were a little off, but we'll keep up the aggression nonetheless. Make sure we dodge those Banelings, and I'll see if I can continue to do damage to Zagara here. No, it looks like I'm out, bud. Whoa! Untouchable! 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 Trixie rounds! Fuck you! Fuck you! All right, turn in. And that's why you take tracer rounds, because you can see motherfuckers when they're trying to dive into smoke and mess up your rhythm. That's exactly why, right fucking there. We're going to grab the bottom chest if we can as well. We are fully stacked for Untouchable right now, so we're dealing 25% more damage with each auto attack. When we smack someone with our melee, we're also going to increase that by another 15 for 4 seconds, which means we're getting more healing during that time as well. If we can drop our pulse bomb during the armor shred window, that's also going to deal some pretty fucking big damage too. It already does 800 damage by default. So we are in a great position to deal a surprising amount of damage in the middle of one of these fights. We can basically pick a target and delete them from the game, or that's what we are at least trying to do. One thing we could do to help that is simply shoot anything, doesn't really matter what. That allows me to play the Gears of War reload game and get my bonus damage charged up, so I can then move into a fight like this, single out the Ariel and focus her down very, very, very quickly. Gears of War reload game is going to allow me to... Never mind, Valyria. I was going to say keep up the aggression versus Mephisto, but nope. Nope, I'm not trying to be stunned and lose everything. That's not what I'm here for. I'm going to use all of this extra healing we have to just move in and gather more coins on the map. Friendly team has 12 right now. That means they need another 6. I can move over here and at least get a few of those. Now, I've been doing this build a lot with Ricochet, and I have to say, with the added pressure from the armor shred, it does feel like I'm really putting a lot of damage into one target very, very quickly. Whereas the playstyle with Ricochet is you kind of hang back and just shoot at the tank as the tank advances. So the tank's trying to do the right thing for his team. He's trying to push in and pressure the back line. With Ricochet, you would just shoot him, and then you'd get just residual damage hitting the back line all of the time that you don't even need to think about. This is way more targeted. This is very much run in with ult and try to kill someone ASAP, which I'm about to do on this Mephisto. And that's our fucking damage right now. Isn't that nuts, dude? Well, with that, it looks like the core is open. We have taken every building down in this game, and our team is moving in for the win. Who am I to say no? At level 20, I very likely would have just gotten the recall. That allows me to recover my health during that recall window, and that just helps us protect that untouchable that we've built up even more. Very nicely done by the home team. 79% of coins paid. I'm sorry I didn't pay more. Oh. Talents we went for in today's video are tracer rounds into leeching rounds, locked and loaded for the added damage. I feel like I should say this just for the sake of saying it. You could also take the blue talent here and not think about reloading at all, and that would be great. It works great with Untouchable. We then went for Quantum Spike. This is going to be your choice in most cases. That Quantum Spike allows us to deal % damage to our enemies. Then Untouchable for that big damage increase. Into Heavy-Handed for that big damage increase. Oh, you know what? I actually would have taken at 20. Because this was such a dominant game, like our team was clearly having a really good time. At level 20, I would have taken Get Stuffed, which would have increased our damage even more. Like our single target blow up potential with this setup, it would have been through the roof. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. There is a playlist down in the video description with all of our deep dive videos in it right now, and we are constantly adding more. So make sure you check it out.